perhaps you might hear my kids' voices as well. So I beg for your permission for that also, right? So like knocking the door, that's my children, okay? All right, class, you can I've got the idea already, so you can we can continue to today's lesson. So for the first half semester, principal nutrition is being delivered by Dr. Kari Shazmi, right? So for the next half will be delivered by me, right? Okay, class, I know you're exciting to jot down while you like Jamboard. Now we will stop it first. Okay, we will continue to our lecture for today. Okay, thank you very much. So how do you feel today? All right, so for me, I feel a bit, to be honest, I feel very devastated, right? I feel very devastated of what is happening currently, right? So when I ask you some question in Google form, right? So most of you, where's my mouse? It's not working. Right. So most of you said that you are still in the mood for Raya. Right. And then some of you got some of you are, you know, okay, there's a couple of you that are excited, there's a couple of you in the holiday mood, all right? But for me, I feel very devastated of what is happening currently of the issue of Palestine and Israel, right? So I hope you are all aware of the issue. So this is not a religion issue, this is more on the human issue, the humanity, right? All right, so at least we are aware of what's happening right now. So I know each of you have your own opinions, but please show your show your solidarity with the human things now. All right. Okay, so apa saya membebel ni, right? Okay. So okay. All right. So let's start with our class for today. All right, so today we're going to learn on energy. All right, but before that, do you know, have you ever seen me? Do you know me, class? Or have you never meet any of the lecturers in UMT? Where's my Google? Class, are you there?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, doctor.
Have you ever met any of the lecturer, or you can, oh tak pernah masuk UMT. Oh, alright, so it's like you tahun 1, right? Okay, so you have not even met between each other, right? Okay.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Well, kesian jugalah to batch you ni kan. Hopefully, I don't know when the COVID will end soon, right? Alright, so who am I? Alright, I want you to try to Google search, because I know you are very good in searching. Alright, try to search who am I just for a few seconds, and put, if you can get my picture, you can also put pictures in this slide. Who can search, who can guess which one is me, right? Try to Google and try to search who am I, and can you guess the right picture of me? Can you do that, please? Orang kata tak kenal maka tak cinta, right? So try to search who is your lecturer here. Tengok siapa cepat dapat jumpa. Jumpa tak kelas? Jumpa, okay. Kalau Super nak cakap kalau jumpa, you tolong letak dekat gambar dekat who am I ni. Nak tengok betul tak yang you jumpa tu? Okay, kelas. Cepat. Siapa dapat jumpa? Oh, you all bagi link ke? Alright. So, okay. Yang bagi link tu betul lah. Alright. So, okay, this is me. Alright. So, I am Dr. Asma Aini. I have a apostrophe here. So, I have a degree in nutrition and community health. And I do my master. And then I did my PhD in public health nutrition. So, next time if you come to UMT, if you see this face, this is me, alright? Dr. Asma Aini, alright? So, this is a brief introduction of myself, right? So, hopefully I can meet you all in the next semester, hopefully. Okay, class. So, without further ado, today we were going to learn on energy, alright? Because you have Dr. Shazmin have covered up from carbohydrate, protein, and also fat, right? So for today, we're going to learn on energy, okay? So for this energy, there is a recorded version that has been done by the previous lecturer, all right? So if you go to the Oceania, okay, if you go to the Oceania, there's a recorded version of the energy. So I would not cover all the energy notes in here. You can listen it back to the recorded version. Okay, you get me clear? So I will cover the thing that is critical, that needed to be explained well and need to be showed. The calculation needs to be showed, right? So, so for energy, okay, class, try to read what are we going to learn from this topic. First of all, class, try to read on yourself the outline. Okay, right? You will learn on the types of energy. Berapa jenis energy ada, and then the energy measurement, energy value of food, total energy expenditure, and also the energy in. All right. So class, what unit do we measure energy? If we measure height, we use centimeter. If we measure weight, we use kilogram or grams, right? So for energy, what measurement do we use for energy? Yes, Siti Hajar, kilojoule, mol, lagi kelas? Yes, right. Kilocalorie, we have joule, all are units for measurement of energy. Right, you get it right. Okay. So now, Okay, so where do we get our energy from? Can you see my my Jamboard here?
Yes, Doctor.
All right. So, for example, um, okay, class, try to put in the Jamboard here. Where do you think you get your energy from? Please, class, write it down in the Jamboard. Right, food. Okay. More, class. Where do you get the energy from? To be more specific, where do you think you get the energy from? Okay, food is the larger, I mean, the big thing. But to be more specific, all right, carbohydrate, yes. Lagi, class? Okay, try to put all the answers. Okay, this is where when you put the answers, when you written it down, you can get, you can terus ingat lah. Okay, good. Protein, yes. Macronutrient, yes. Okay. It's easy if you use the text rather than writing guna pen susah sikit. Okay, you can use the sticky notes also. Lipid, sunlight, alright. Okay. Any more answer, class? No, dia tak nasi terus. Okay. Any more answer, class? Oh, ketupat rendang, right? Okay, a few more seconds. You put any answers there. Okay, class. Thank you very much. So let me proceed to your answers here. Okay. Okay. So all right, class. Thank you very much. Okay, you can stop now. Let me explain all the answers here. All right. Okay. So for example, you see ketupat rendang. Yes, true. You get energy from ketupat rendang and also where ketupat rendang is also where the nasi. Okay, all these things are food, right? So food, of course, you need to digest it. Okay, you need to digest it. Okay, this is nasi. Ketupat rendang is all in the category of food, right? So food, there have a lot of components, right? We have carbohydrate, we have fat, we have protein, right? For example, if you eat nasi lemak, we have nasi, we have telur, we have ikan bilis, we have ayam goreng, for example. So each of them contribute to each component. So for example, nasi contributes to carbohydrate, and then ayam goreng contributes to fat and protein. And also, for example, nasi also contribute to vitamin, okay, and also perhaps some minerals. But those that contribute to energy just come from carbohydrate, fat, and protein. This is the only three things which we call as macronutrients, right, class? Which is called as macronutrients. that in sorry, excuse me. So these three components, okay, that is we call these three components as macronutrients. So when we say macronutrients, it consists of these three things, which is carbohydrate, fat, and protein. Okay. Okay, this contributes to macronutrients. So macronutrient, for example, carbohydrate, it will turn into the basic unit, which is, what is the basic unit for carbohydrate, class? Class, what is the basic unit for carbohydrate? Glucose, right, glucose. Sorry, I'm not very familiar with this stylus pen, all right. So glucose. And fat, the basic unit for fat is fatty acid. Oh my God. Fatty acid. And the basic unit for protein is what, class? Amino acid. So the carbohydrate, the basic unit for a carbohydrate after being digested in our body is glucose. So for fat, the basic unit for fat after being digested in our body will turn into fatty acid. And as for protein, the basic unit will be amino acid. So all of these will go into the Krebs cycle, okay, into the Krebs cycle, and will be produced as ATP. So that is where we get our energy from. All right. So does vitamin, class, contribute to ATP? Does it contribute to ATP? No, right? Vitamin does not contribute to ATP. Does minerals contribute to ATP? No. So the only three components that contribute to ATP or energy is in the form of carbohydrate, fat, and also protein. So when I ask you to calculate energy, when there's a question, for example, when there's a question, for example, let me show you. Okay, the question is if there's sodium, okay, sodium in the food, does it contribute to ATP, to energy, class? So you're answering in the, all right. Yes, so sodium does not contribute to ATP. So the only three things that contribute to ATP is, yes, because sodium is part of the mineral. So the things that contribute to ATP is just from these three components only: carbohydrate, fat, and protein. Please remember from now, this is the pillar, okay? Because there is still students when they're in the first year, they still think that sodium or potassium, for example, contribute to the energy intake. So you have to remember by now the three components that contribute to energy is from these three things only, which is we call macronutrient: carbohydrate, fat, and protein. So for vitamin and minerals, we call it as what, class? For vitamin and minerals, we call it as micronutrients, right? So micronutrients does not contribute to ATP. Are you crystal clear?
Yes, doctor.
Right. So now we're going to look at the okay, can you all show me? Okay, I have tell you that carbohydrate, protein, and fat contribute to energy. Who knows? For example, bear with me. It's a bit hard using this stylus pen. Okay, 1 gram of carbohydrate contributes to how many calories, class? Can you guess? And how about protein? 1 gram of protein contributes to how many calorie and fat? Do you know how 1 gram of fat contributes to how many calories? Please try guess here. Put it in the you can try to ease you. You can use the sticky notes or the text box rather than you try to write it down. It's a bit hard. Okay. Please involve class. Try to jot down your answers so that you can remember more. Just you letak campur-campur pun tak apa. Walaupun dah ada kawan you letak je lah atas tu. Okay. Bila you buat, you akan terus ingat. Alright. Okay. Letak je kelas, letak je jawapan. Okay. Bila you tak buat, you akan rasa syok sendiri. You ingat macam you dah tahu dah. Alright. Okay, try to do it. I give you few more seconds. Okay, good job guys. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, besarnya sticky notes ni ha. Can you try to minimize it a bit? Okay, class, thank you very much for answering the question. Right, most of you got the answer right. Cuma there's a bit of problem, okay? Sebab kalau you tengok sini ada juga yang macam mana nak ni? Okay, carbohydrate, 1 gram of carbohydrate contributes to how many calories? 4 calories, right? Okay, 1 gram carbohydrate bersamaan dengan 4 kalori. But I can see some answers yang bubur 4 gram. So it's not 4 gram, alright? It's 4 calorie. Right? Mana tak ada jawab kat sini. Alright? So when you write it down, we can learn all together. So macam bila you buat 4 gram, we can learn that it sama-sama kongsi sebab akan ada yang buat macam ni dalam exam. So in exam, you have to get the unit right. So if you put 1 calorie is equal, 1 gram is equal to 4 gram, dia salah lah sebab the unit should be in calorie. So 1 gram of carbohydrate contributes to how many? This is wrong, alright? So we have to delete it. So 1 gram carbohydrate contributes to 4 calorie. Right, most of you get the answer right. And 1 gram of protein contributes to 4 calorie. All right. And so for fat, 1 gram of fat or lipid. This is so we can use either fat or lipid. All right. So 1 gram of fat or 1 gram of lipid contributes to 9 calorie. So give a pat to yourself that you get all the answer right. All right. Okay, so we continue to the next question. Right, now we want to learn how to calculate the energy of a food. Right. So let me just make a random question. For example, we want to calculate a curry puff. Okay. A curry puff that is the weight of the curry puff is, for example, 50 grams. Okay. Hopefully you have your calculator beside you to ease your calculation. And then the carbohydrate for the curry puff, the weight is, for example, 20 grams. I'm just making it up, all right? And the fat is let's say 20 gram also. And then we have carbohydrate fat protein, about 10 grams. And then we have also some salt, which is 0.5 gram. Then you have some, for example, vitamin B. This is 0.01 gram. Calculate the energy in curry pot. Because can you see my Jamboard here? So there is a question that asks you what is the energy for curry puff. Given the carbohydrate of the curry puff is 20 grams, fat 20 grams, protein 10 grams, salt 0.5 grams, vitamin B 0.01 gram. Please write the answer there. I hope that all of you are calculating. Ada tak yang tak nampak Jamboard saya ni? Sebab saya nampak macam tak ramai dalam ni. I see. I see. Oh, tak boleh. Nampak tapi tak boleh join. Alright, so yang nampak tapi tak boleh join, right? So yang nampak tapi tak boleh join, can you write the answer in the chat box? Alright, I will see from two versions. First is from the Jamboard and also from the chat box. So if you can see the Jamboard, it's okay. You can just calculate it and put the answer in the chat box. Alright. Oh, you have a smiley there, right? Okay, try to answer the question, class. So if you can show the calculation also, yeah, is invitable. You can also show the calculation if you want to. Okay, let me see from the chat box. Okay, 300 calories, right? Yes. Okay, I hope that everyone is trying to answer the question, right? Because this is going to be part of your exam question as well, right? Do try to answer the question. All right, good job, everyone. So everyone did a good job. So yes, everyone could get the answer of 300 calories. How do you get the 300 calories? By, let me show you. Yeah, this is the one, right? Good. Allah. What is this, class? how do we minimize this? Okay, I just delete it. Too big. So let me show you if let's say there's student who did not get the answer right. So 20 grams will be to convert to calorie, we have to multiply it times it by 4 calorie, right? So we get 80, right? And then for fat, we have to multiply it by 9 calorie. So we get it as 180, right? And protein, we have to multiply it by 4 because 1 gram of protein contributes to 4 calorie. So we need 40 calorie. So that do we need to include the sodium? No, this does not contribute to ATP. This is just to confuse you. So all of you are not confused. Vitamin also are not included as part of the energy intake. So it's just involved these 3 macronutrients. So 80 plus 180 plus 40, the answer is 300 calories. Yes, all of you get the answer right. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to the next part. You have master yourself how to calculate the energy, right? So we're going to the next part. Okay, so you have calculate the energy value of food. Now we're going to know. Okay, those notes that I have not touched, you can refer to the recorded version. All right, this is more on the facts you can read all over, right? Okay, now I would like to touch on the energy density. Energy density, what does it mean by energy density? So we want to look at how dense is the energy in that particular food. All right. So normally food with high energy density, okay, maksudnya ketumpatan tenaga dia sangat tinggi. Dalam satu makanan tu tenaga dia sangat tinggi. Alright. So normally food that have high energy density is a food with high percentage of fat and low amount of water. Whereas food that is low in energy density is food with high fiber and complex carbohydrate. Right? So for example here, if you could see these 2 cups, the same size of cups. So the same size, the same portion of cups. So for the first picture, the cawan yang pertama, it is filled up with peanuts, and the other cup is filled up with popcorns. So for the peanut, the energy for the peanut is about 837 calorie, while the popcorn, the energy is 55 calorie. So even though they are in the same size portion, but the peanut contributes to higher energy. So it means the peanut have higher energy density. Okay, you get what I mean, right? So there's a calculation to calculate the energy density. So let me show you how to calculate the energy density. So we're going to go to the Jamboard again. Right, class? So this is the calculation for energy density. So the calories, the energy intake, the energy of the food divided by the grams. Alright? Calorie bahagi dengan gram. Okay. For example, the example given here is for watermelon. So watermelon, the calorie is 46 calories, so the gram is 154 grams. So 46 divided by 154, we will get 0.29. So mana-mana yang kategori dalam 0 to 0.6, it is considered as a very low energy density. Of course, watermelon is fruit, so fruit have high water. Alright, so when it has high percentage water, of course kita dah tahu dia very low energy density, okay, because of the characteristic of the low energy density, high fiber for example, and a high percentage of water. Right, So now let us calculate. For example, the curry pot that we calculate just now. Can you guys, all right, let me. Can you guys calculate the energy density for this curry pot? And put the answer in this Jamboard, also the chat box. Are you guys with me? Okay, energy density just now is the formula is energy divided the total energy divided by the weight of the food. Okay, the answer is coming up. So how about in the chat box? Okay. All right. All of you are doing very good. I do hope that everyone is calculating, right? Because if you calculate together, you will remember more. All right, try to calculate the formula. You need to remember the formula, of course, which is total energy divided by the weight of the food, right? So given the by the answers you had given me, is it considered low energy density or high energy density? Just write it down. Okay, please write down, is it high or is it low energy density? Let me go to the chat box also. All right. All right, yes. Great job, everyone. Yes. Is everyone crystal clear, or do you need me to replay it again? I hope that everyone is calculating and giving the answer. I need everyone to calculate and write the answer, whether it is in Jamboard or is it whether you put it in the chat box. Okay. Right. Okay. So all of you did a good job, right? Okay, senang lah, hajar you all semua tahu, alright? So this is what we mean by energy density. So the unit will be in the end calorie divided by deciliter or calorie divided by gram. Okay, depends on the weight of the food, right? For example, so the unit will be like this, right? 6 calorie divided by gram. Or you can also you also can write 6 energy density, right? So, but the most ideal way to write the unit is 6 calorie per gram. Right? Good job. So, oh, there, dah ada orang jawab dah. So, can you help me by filling up? Okay, try to find what to help you understand more. Can you list down or can you put here what is considered as high energy density food and what is low energy density food? All right. So, if you could see here before that, this is considered a very low energy density. All right, because it is from 0 to 0.6 kilocalorie per gram or 0 to 0.6 energy density. So this is considered as low energy density, 0.6 to 1.5. If you calculate it, it is from 0.6 to 1.5, it is considered low energy density. If you calculate the energy density and you get the answer from 1.5 to 4 energy density, it is considered medium. And when you calculate the energy density just now, the energy density, you get the answer from 4 to 9. So it is considered high energy density. So can you pinpoint me where's the curry pop range of energy density is in which category? Can you someone just put a sticky notes in which category? Is it here, 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 or here? Or anybody can just show me? Yes. 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 So because we got the answer for curry pop, the energy density is 6, right? So when it is in the range of 6, it is considered a high energy density. Is it crystal clear, everyone?
Yes, doctor.
Right, good. So, all right. So already filling up the high energy density and low energy density. You can do it. You can do this. I give you like a few seconds to few minutes lah. All right. Like 1 to 2 minutes to fill up the high energy density and low energy density. What is brains, huh? Do you mean beans? So those who cannot join the Jamboard, you can jot down your answer. For example, high energy density, and then you do some slash. What is your answer? Low energy density slash. What is your answer? You can put that in the chat box of the Google Meet. All right. So this will help you to remember more, to help you memorize. All right. You can do that in the chat box. It's okay. Just blast it in the Google Meet. Right, class? Please do it. Okay, everyone is doing good here. Oh, ada student tak dapat masuk because there's no invitation, or normally if Tibaga said there's a student that could not enter. Can the student WhatsApp me so that I can know the problem why the student cannot enter? Currently, there's 92 students in the Google Meet. May I know how many students are all together, Tibaga?
I think 95, doctor.
All right, so there's about 3 students who cannot enter, or
I think so, because the person was having internet problems. She said she's trying to go dia cuba masuk dalam Google Meet tu tapi dia tak dapat access.
all right. Perhaps the student itself can WhatsApp me to see any problems related to Google Meet.
Okay, doctor.
All right, thank you very much, Tivaga. Right, for the rest, you still can fill up the Jamboard and also the chat box by putting what is the high ED and also the low ED. By jotting down itself, you can remember more. How many times do I need to ulang itu? Okay. Okay. All right, class. Thank you very much. So from here you could see this is more on assumption, right? Because we did not really calculate the energy density for each food. For example, you said peanuts and chocolate cake, cheese, and then junk food. So this is more on assumption. So because we know that processed food, okay, processed food is high in fat. It's high in fat. Is when we say high in fat, we are assuming that it's high energy density, right? So if it is high in percentage of fat and low amount of water, it is high energy density. And basically, most of the processed food or the ultra processed food it is high in energy density, whereas the low energy density is more on high complex carbohydrate and high water intake. All right. If you could see the description here, high in fiber and complex carbohydrate. So that's what makes the low energy density. All right. So at least you know what is high energy density and what is low energy density. So which is if you want to for example, if you want to diet, right? If you want to have a healthy lifestyle, healthy intake, which do you need to take more? Is it high energy density or low energy density? Which one, class? You can just circle the or just put a tick on the high energy or low energy density, or you can just write it down in the chat box. Yes, low energy density. Right. Okay, ada nak panel lagi, right? Good job. Okay, let me see indeed. Yes, low energy density. Right. So now you know how to calculate the energy of the food, and then now you already know, first you know how to calculate the energy, and second you know to calculate the energy density. The third one, you know how to do you know the characteristic of high energy density and also low energy density, right? Okay, very good. Okay, now let's see what we have more. Okay, we already know how to okay, for the calculation of the because in our body we already know that we need carbohydrate, we need protein, we need fat in our body, but we do not know how many total energy do we need. All right, do you know how many total energy that you need? All right, so to know how many total energy that we need, we have some calculation. All right, so for that part, I think we will continue for the upcoming, which is, when is our next lecture? Is it on Wednesday or what, on Thursday? Wednesday. At what time? Because I have a class too at Wednesday from 10 to 12, if I'm not mistaken. 10 to 11. Because the original session is 5 to 6, right? Okay, can you who's the class representative for this particular subject? Because I have class on Wednesday as well, from 10 to 12. So I am not sure. I think I cannot lah kan buat dua kelas dalam satu masa. So I have to discuss back with your class representative. May I know who is the class rep? Or you don't have class rep?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so Tibaga, you're the class rep?
Yes, doctor.
So can I discuss with you later after this class that we should at what time do we need to do our class, because I cannot do on Wednesday at 10 because I have class 2 on Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, doctor.
Okay, so thank you very much. So we end our class for today. Okay. So for the whole lecture on this part on week 9, you can see the recorded version. So I will explain more on our next coming class, but you can have a look on the recorded version. All right, do look at the recorded version. Okay, class? Are you crystal clear? Do you have to look or do you not have to look at the recorded version? Class? Okay, yes. So I hope you hold your promise to look at the recorded version. Okay, the quiz in the Oceania, you can answer the quiz in the Oceania. Okay, because you have learned, you already learned it today. You can answer the quiz in the Oceania in regards to the energy. Okay, thank you very much, class, for our class for today. So we're going to see you for the next session, which will be discussed later with Tiba when will be our class for the next upcoming. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right.
Thank you, Doctor.